Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video, I'm always thinking to myself, what am I going to do today? I kind of sit still. My wife always says that, and occasionally I'll sit and watch a film or whatever, but I'm always prefer to be doing something until a certain point of the day where I kind of just hit a brick wall and I need to just crash out like everybody else. But especially when I'm not at work, I like to be pottering with something. And one of the things that's been bothering me about the van, like last year when I was using it to sleep in, was the foam that I used to make the bed cushions. There were two different types. One of the types of foam has actually squashed down and it's not returning to its full height. So I've still got another piece of foam, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and swap it over into the cushion that my mother made me. So this is the cushion in question, and as you can see, it's got a bit of sag in it now. So it was kind of tight and full when it was initially made, but now, I mean, it's so baggy. Some of the stitching has come out, but I think that's just a result of because there's so much loose material now. It's nothing to do with the way it was made originally. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use it as a template. I'm going to cut out a new piece of foam. Take this foam out. The new piece of foam's actually still got the depth, so when I put it in here and I'm just going to hand stitch it up, it's going to be a wee bit of time consuming. I'm not going to video that part because who wants to see me sitting stitching for however long it takes. But yeah, I'll let you see this. I'll do a wee bit of recording of what I'm doing, and then I'll let you see the finished article. But yeah, certainly the depth in that isn't great. And I'll do a comparison with one of my bigger cushions that hasn't deflated. There we go. I've got one underneath here. So this is one of my big cushions. You can see how tight that is. And this one, the height difference is just unbelievable. So yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Obviously it's just a type of foam, but we'll get that changed. And then I'll not have like a lower section when I build the bed up, which is a bit annoying, especially on my old hips. So yeah, that's my task for today. Change this bed cushion. Right, so most people will cut this foam with an electric bread knife. I don't have an electric bread knife, so I'm just going to use a normal bread knife. I'm sure this is what I did the last year, so hopefully it cuts through okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to look tidy, because once it's inside this cover, you're not going to see the cut anyway. So here goes, guys. So I'm going to just make a mark around this as a template now. There's kind of a netting thing on this foam. Oh my God, we're done. Right, we're all good, guys. My phone's not broken this time, so I think I'll stop recording just now. I'll get on with what I'm doing, and then I'll take a couple of photos, I think. So this old foam's actually cutting really well, guys. The knife just goes through it, so I just basically stroke it through one wee bit at a time until I'm right through. So it's not too bad, guys. A wee bit rough around the edges, but we knew that would be the case. But yeah, you can actually see the height difference there. This is going to be a massive improvement once I get this in the cushion cover. I just observed there, you can see the colour difference there. So obviously this isn't a brand new foam. Got this out an old sofa bed from somebody that I know, and you can see that it's got a bit of age to it. But the foam itself, it's still okay, so we'll give it a go anyway. Right guys, so this is the cushion here, and although it looks done, I mean it's a lot better already. You can see how tight that looks. But what I've done is, I've not sewn it yet. I wanted to do a little video on this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all pinned all the way along there. I'm hoping that shows up. Yep, see all these wee pins there? So all that does is just keeps it together before you start to stitch it. So it's just these wee pins with the little coloured balls. It's the easiest way to do it. You just drop them right into the foam, holds everything tight, and then it gives you like free hands, if you like, just to do your stitching right along. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little section, maybe 2 centimetre stitch at the end, one in the middle, and then one at the other end again. And then I'll get more thread on and I'll just go along the whole lot while it's all held together. And then once it's all stitched, obviously you just pull your pins out for the next one. I'm not the best at sewing, so fingers crossed it goes well. Right guys, so I'm not going to lie, that took longer than I expected. You can see out that window there, it's starting to get dark. However, a lot of the time was because once I got the foam out of this cushion cover, I decided I'd run it through the wash machine, give it a wee tumble dry, freshen it up. There was a wee bit of like a watermark on it where I'd sat down in a wet wetsuit. So now it's all bonny clean. I've stitched it all up, and as you can see, it looks really good. You don't really see my stitching that bad. It's taken me a wee bit of time, but yeah, hopefully it'll last the test of time. But yeah, that's it, it's ready to go. So next thing is I'm going to make the bed up, see that it's all flat, make sure everything's the right height, because obviously the whole issue was because it had compressed. So yeah, let's go make the bed. Right guys, so it's time to make the bed up. It's a fairly simple bed design. It just has leaves here that fold over onto these supports, but we'll do it with some funky editing this time. So here we go. Here we go guys, it's all made, and as you can see it's all the same height now, so job done. Well guys, another successful day, potting about with the van. Now that the bed's all flat, I'm quite happy with that. But I'm going to end this video here. I'd like to thank you all for watching, especially those that have made it to the end. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Which isn't good, but no, I'm not putting that in, but they are.